Hi everyone, it's Bonnie here, and today I wanted to share with you how I dye my seam binding. And because this is all the seam binding I have, I'm just going to do a couple of small little sections, you know, that are like this long. And I started with just a white seam binding, and so what I do is, you'll need your seam binding, and I usually put down some wax paper, and then you'll need some distress ink, and you'll need some water. I just put it in a spritz bottle, and just napkins or whatever to clean up, and that's it. So let me share with you how I do it, and this is going to be kind of hard because I'm working around the tripod here. So let's start out with this evergreen bow. It is absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure if they sell this anymore. It was in like a Christmas release. So what I do is I just lightly run it over both sides of the seam binding like that, going all the way down. And because this is a dark color, you don't have to bear down as much. Okay, and then this side, and then the rest down here. And I know there's a glare from the light because of the wax paper. So then what I do is I take my spritzer and spritz it up and mix it around and kind of pick up some of the color that was left behind on the paper, like that. Oops. Alright, so now I want to saturate it nice so the color blends in nice, but you get some white patches in there, you know, to give it a shabby look. If you want it all one color, just add more ink, and that's it. So all I do is kind of like just scrunch it up like this, and I set it aside. But if I'm working on a project and I get way too anxious, I'll just hit it with my heat tool to dry it. So that's that one. Okay, so let me clean the deck. Actually, because the next color is very light, I'm going to turn it around. Actually, I'll do the, yeah, I'll do this one first. Now, this is a, one of my favorites, and it's the Spun Sugar. And I use this most in my project because it's a beautiful pale pink, and it's just so shabby. So I do use this one a lot. And this one I bear down a little bit harder because the color's, you know, softer. And I want, you know, just more color with this one. So pretty. And like I said, you get both sides of it. Like that. And like that. Sometimes the seam binding just sucks it right up into the back. See, like right there. And again, just get your water, spritz it up. And if you hear noises, it's starting to, it's thundering out there, but it's sunny out. It's weird. So yeah, you just spritz it up. See the pretty pink it is? Isn't that gorgeous? And yes, your hands get gross. You can use gloves if you want, you know, those surgical gloves from in the hospital. You can get those, gosh, where can you get those? I think you can get those at like Harbor Freight or something like that. You know, if you want to, see, I can't help it. I like to use my hands and get all up in there. All right, so there's my pink. Very pretty. Now I want to share with you, this is a different technique, and this was the whole, I don't know, I just ran out of a color and went, oh, let me just try and add this color, and, well, you'll see. You'll see. Let me share with you. Let me share. Okay, so I'm going to use, let's see. Let's try peacock feathers and tumbled grass. Or, yeah, glass, not grass. All right, I'm going to, actually, no, I'm not. I lied. I'm going to do tumbled glass and dusty concord, just so you can see, you know, like the huge difference. All right, so let's start out with the dusty concord. Okay, I'm gonna just bring this over here a little bit more. And then I'm going to just like hit this in, you know, certain areas like this. Okay. See, I'm not like going over the entire thing. I'm just hitting it in certain areas. And then I'm going to turn it around and do the back. Okay. Okay, so that was the dusty concord. All right, so I'm just gonna take the excess away, and then I'm gonna go with my tumbled glass and go in between that, in between the colors of the purple. And then I'm going to go on the other side. I think I have to add more of the dusty concord. But you see what I'm saying is I'm kind of, let me just go over a little bit more, just a little tiny bit, okay, just in some of the spots that I didn't get quite enough on. So it's kind of like tie-dyeing in a way. And like I said, I kind of just stumbled across this because I didn't have enough of one color, so I'm like, oh, well, let me add this. Okay. Let me just take the excess away. And then take my spritzer again and spritz it up. And see how beautiful the colors are mixing together. Isn't that gorgeous? So if you're working on a project that has blue and purple in it, amazing, right? Isn't it gorgeous? So I really, really love the look of this. Nice and wet. And like I said, if you're like me and totally impatient, just hit it with your heat tool. You know, be mindful not to burn it. Not that I ever did, but you know, you never know if you get too crazy and get too close. So there's that color. And I'm going to share with you one more technique. Okay. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let's do spun sugar and worn lipstick. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this, and I'm just choosing this color because this is, oops, this is probably what I used most. But you can use other colors together. Alright, so here is my spun sugar. My favorite. I do like that evergreen bowl though too. It's so pretty. It's a really beautiful green. There's another green color that Ranger carries too, and I can't think of it. Evergreen maybe. It's a really, or sage green. Yeah, that one's really, really beautiful too. Okay, so then I take my spritzer again. Actually, that's one out, so I will use this one. And I'll spritz it all. Okay, get it nice and wet. Okay, and this would probably work better with a bigger piece, you know, bigger area. So, alright, so when you have that all done, alright, what you want to do is you take your worn lipstick, fun, and just dab it in some places, you know, like that. So you get this nice, like two-tone color, or you know, like a softer and a darker in between. See the softer pink and then the darker pink? I don't know if you can see that or not. Okay, so that's that one. And that's that one. So, you can also use, like I said, I wish I had more seam binding to share with you, but like the milled lavender and the dusty concord. So use the soft one first, and then take your other, you know, darker contrasting color and dab over it. And it just comes out so, so pretty. So let me dry these up, and I'll come back and share with you what they look like. Okay, so everything is dried, so let me share with you the end results and how pretty they came out. So this was the spun sugar, and it came out like this. Isn't it so pretty? I love that one. And this one was the evergreen bow, or bow, and it looks like this. In this one, you remember I didn't go over the entire seam binding. I left some spots open, so it's not entirely one color like the pink one. You know, there's still white in it. So that's what that looks like. Very pretty. Very, very pretty. Okay. And then this one was the worn lipstick with the spun sugar. So it's lighter and darker pinks in there. And then this one was the tumbled glass and what is the Concord, Dusty Concord. Isn't that beautiful? I just love, love, love how that came out. And this is great if you want to work on projects for the fall and you want, you know, like a fall color. You can take like your wild honey and let's see, like peeled paint, mix those together and they'll make a really pretty you know, autumn colors. And let's see, you can mix together let's see, I did another one for the fall and I can't remember what color it was. Oh, okay, so it's tea dyed with the peeled paint, so that works good as well. And then you have, yeah, this is kind of gross. You see where I put my pad? Right on top. So you can use the walnut stain in there. And then for the other fall colors, the brighter colors, you can use fire brick with the spiced marmalade, and that goes awesome together. Okay. I think that's it that I've tried so far for the fall colors. Oh, dried marigold goes good in there too. You can use like these colors together. Any of those together. But you want to put your reds with your orange and maybe a yellow. You know, the wild honey. That would look pretty in there too. Or you could put the green in there too. So those are some ideas with, because I went into Michael's the other day. Hello. I know I just had to get some glue. But they had fall stuff out, so that kind of just reminded me of, you know, what you could do for fall colors. So there is my little mini, staining or coloring seam binding. I hope that you've learned, you know, and got some ideas on using your own. And again, because these aren't sprayed, you know, with like, you know, some of the sprays, they're super, super soft. So they don't feel like they've been sprayed at all. They just feel, you know, just really natural and soft and cuddly. So, okay, everybody, I hope you had fun with me. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll help out in any way I can. Okay? Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.